Hey guys, good evening. Good morning. It's a very old habit that saying good evening whenever time allows. It's a very old habit. So I hope that audibility and visibility is okay. So uh, welcome all of you in this session of Oliveboard. This is Dr. Pradyumna Sharma, and today we are having a demo session for upcoming November attempt of JAIIB, and I will be covering the AFM paper for all of you. So, first of all, please try to let me know that audio video is working fine. Let me cross check it because normally we do have our class at the evening time, but in English medium batch, I will be having that lecture every day at 7 a.m. in the morning. So please let me know, first of all, that my voice is uh, clear and audibility and visibility is working fine. So if audio video is working perfect, let's talk about, let me cross check it. Everything is clear? Good. Let me check it in the YouTube also because today we are having the class parallelly at the YouTube channel also. So I hope that the audio is going on the YouTube clearly. Okay, fine. So everything is fine. Good morning to all. Let's talk about the AFM. Now, this particular attempt, IIBF have proved that this is not going to be an easy cakewalk. This is going to be a very difficult journey to crack the uh, AFM paper because this is a particular paper where normally a banker feel uncomfortable because they do not have that commerce background, and even if you have the commerce background, still there is a lot of gap in the academics when you work in the banking sector. So we will try a different approach to cover this particular paper. We will go a little more deep in the technical aspects of the particular subject. So before moving forward, let's have a small introduction. So my name is Dr. Pradyumna Sharma, and I have done my PhD in commerce. I am also a company secretary as well as I am also a chartered accountant. I have done my national eligibility test, that is All India competition for uh, professorship in the colleges and for the research fellowship. I have done my master's in commerce, been associated with Sri Ram College of Commerce, Delhi, and IIM Bangalore during my UG and PG programs. Been part of the Yale and Harvard University during my research journey, and to know the pattern of the examination, I have also participated in the JIB examination, like two attempts uh, just before this. So I've scored around 90 to 93 marks in the AFM paper and observe that what type of paper IIBF is asking, what is the level of depth they are expecting from a banker. So this is something about me. Now let's understand if any one of you who have not enrolled till date in the super elite program or in the master batch of the AFM. So you can join it through the super elite plan. You can use the PDY code for that. You can also join through the master. If your AFM paper is pending, only one paper is there, then you can join me through the master batch of the English medium. And if you're comfortable with the bilingual, that is Hindi and English both, then you can join me through the English batch also. That content will be in English, but the discussion will be in Hindi in this particular batch. Now let's deep dive into the syllabus of the module A. See, the title of this particular lecture is simply that how you can crack this particular paper through this particular batch. That is like we will discuss about that for like first 10-15 minutes. Then we will discuss a particular topic which is very sounds very difficult to every banker, that is making of a journal entry. So we will learn how to make a journal entry, and believe me, after the first 20-25 minutes discussion on the journal entry, you will be easily able to make a journal entry by your own, and you will easily able to crack but beat the difficult to difficult question based on the journal entry. So, module A is all about accounting principle and process. Now, if we look into this particular module, as a banker, this this is like the most difficult module of the this particular paper. We always feel uncomfortable with certain topics like making of a journal entry, memorizing the list of accounting standards. Now, in this particular attempt, we will go a little inside, more inside the accounting standards, not only list, but certain accounting standards we will also learn, at least in a brief way. Then accounting procedures, cash book and subsidiary. So this combination of first three topics, this will create basic. So uh, we will discuss the content, but we will take that leverage that in these first three topics, whenever we get some additional time and whenever we get some uh, uh, opportunity to discuss some terminologies related to accounting, we will do that discussion. Then bank reconciliation, a topic which is considered as a numerical one out of these list of the module A topics. Then there is the combination of trial balance, rectification of error, adjustment entry, and closing entry. Technically, this is not a single chapter. This is four different topics compiled in a single chapter. Out of this, this rectification of error and this adjustment entry, these two topics are inevitable. That means there will be an exam every attempt, every time, at least 2-3 marks. So we will focus more on these topics. Trial balance and closing entry, the simple discussion. It will hardly take 15 to 20 minutes to discuss the trial balance, and the closing entry also like 10 to 15 minutes, not more than that. It's very simple topic to understand and learn. Then there is the topic depreciation. It is numerical, formula driven, and certain concepts are also there. A very easy topic, but 2 marks every attempt. Capital and revenue expenditure. Then bill of exchange. I know if you are not from the commerce background, everything is new for you. If you have not attempted the AFM earlier, this is something which is everything is new. Even the name itself is very new for you guys. Okay. Then two very easy topic. Hardly 30 minutes or 40 minutes to complete these two topics. Weightage in the exam is also not more than 2-3 marks cumulatively. Then we will talk about the audit, bank audit part. So this is module A. You can call it as a basic accounting module. This is a basic accounting. It will create a base for you. That's why whenever we have that chance, we will discuss some terminologies and their use in these chapters whenever we get the chance. Then module B is all about advanced level of accounting. This is advanced level of accounting. And this is very easy topic. Now there is a combination of these three topics. We can consider this separately and these two as a combination. This is most difficult in the module. It means as a banker, when you study it for the very first time, it will give you some uncomfort zone. It will take you into that zone that you will feel, okay, sir, if we leave it, can we crack it? Don't even think about it. Remember, we need not to skip any topic. I will tell you during the discussions also that if you are not feeling comfortable with some particular topic, up to what extent you should prepare it, and after that you can leave it. That will also I will guide you. But remember, at the very first day, don't presume that we will leave this and we will take that. Don't do this in the preparation. Then cash flow is a easy topic. Some conceptual points, if it is clear, you can easily score marks in the cash flow. Then accounts in a banking company, and then your CBS system, core banking system. So it's very easy to score marks in a CBS point, and weightage in the exam is also hardly 1 marks. Max to max, if you are lucky, then it will be of 2 marks, not more than that. Then it comes to the module C, and this is core finance, and the nature is formula driven. So remember, whenever we discuss a topic which is based on a formula, it is your duty to make a separate sheet of the formula. So, okay, sir, today we discussed two formula. Just write down those two formula in a separate sheet. If you keep doing that, at the end of the module C, you will have a list of all the formulas at one place. Okay, I will also provide that list to you. But if you make that list at your own, you will feel more comfortable. It will be more relevant for you because whenever you write something, it remains in the mind for a longer period of time. So remember that formula list, it's your duty. Okay, I will provide that, but still, you should make it. And believe me, this particular module is not difficult. The thing is, this particular module will push you towards learning and not memorizing. The complete AFM paper will actually push you for the learning perspective. If you go for the learning perspective and not for the quantity of content, like, sir, let's memorize 600 pages. Can we crack by doing that? No, IIBF is going analytical. So the focus of this particular batch will be purely and purely on conceptual clarity. These module C topics are completely based on formula. Which one? Ratio is completely formula driven. Annuities, YTM, cost of capital. These four topics are purely formula driven. Then there is some formulas in the working capital management also, that is maximum permissible bank finance, the report of Attendant committee, all these things will be there and there will be some formulas related to that. Then the easy module, that is module D. Bad luck. This time the weightage of the module D in certain shifts were very low. Hardly 10 marks, 12 marks they ask the module D, but it do not happens every time. So it may be possible that in the next attempt the weightage of module D may be of 30 marks. So it all depends. So taxation, two topics of the taxation, and then five topics related to costing. Again, standard costing and marginal costing. Two topics purely formula driven. In tax, we have to remember some provisions also. So this is the classification of all the 35 chapters in your syllabus. If you have anything in your mind related to the topic, related to the syllabus, please ask. Then let's move forward that how we are going to proceed in this particular batch? What will be our mode of delivery? How we will discuss things? So, if you have any query, anything in your mind, please feel free to ask. Now, first of all, let's understand the pattern. We have to be very clear about this. What does it mean by pattern? What type of question you will have in the exam? So, conceptual questions, that is basic MCQs you will have. There is a possibility of questions related to matching, like two table they will provide, you have to match one side with the another side. There will be some questions based on assertion and reasoning. There will be some questions based on some statements, two, three, four statements, and there will be questions of numerical nature. So you can see that in this particular pattern, I have covered five types, and I have not written case study at any place. Remember, any problem related to audibility? Anirban is saying that audio is not going. Is there any problem related to audibility? Anyone? Please confirm that audio is working or not. Is the audio is working good? Please tell me. No problem. Okay, that's fine. Clear. Okay, fantastic. So I have not mentioned case study here. So please have that point very clearly in your mind that in this particular paper, there is no case studies. So you just have to be very clear in your mind that this particular paper do not have any case study. Case study means what? That you have a complete list, and then based on that particular detail, you need to solve five questions. There will be no probability. Only one chapter is there in your syllabus, that is company accounts. Only that particular chapter have the probability where a case study could be framed out of it. But in this particular attempt also, I have discussed with many students. Everyone said that, sir, there is no question where one case, then five questions have to be solved on the basis of that. So there was no such question in your paper. So we have to be very clear that there will be no such type of question where five questions, six questions are based on a particular theory material. Okay. So this is the pattern. And how we will proceed. So what will be our sequence? We will do in a very specific sequence, because in this particular paper, you have to follow the sequence of module A first, then module B, then module C, and then module D, because these terminologies are interconnected. We do that in sequence, we will be easily able to understand the concepts. Now, number of lectures, or how we will be covering this. Remember, around 50 to 55 lectures in this paid batch. You have to follow each and every lecture systematically without skipping a single one, plus. In between those lectures, I will intimate you that you should follow some YouTube lectures. Why, sir? Why separate YouTube lectures? Let me tell you. I'm implementing that strategy because in this particular attempt, IIBF have gone wild. They have covered things in very deep. So we have to be very sure that whenever we get some extra time or whenever we are learning something additionally, it should take into the that deeper part of the your syllabus, which is there is a probability that IIBF could go for that. Like it is not possible for anyone to cover the accounting standards in detail. Why it is not possible? I tell you. There are 32 accounting standards. Then there are 41 Indian accounting standards. Then there are 17 IFRS. So in total, there are total 90 accounting standards you have to remember. Okay, if you prepare a comprehensive thing. Now, every accounting standard is of at least 5 pages. That makes that only to score 3 marks, you have to prepare 500 pages. That is not a smart way of doing things in the batch. So we will do some selective accounting standards. We will do some practice work on the YouTube so that when you go to the YouTube, you will get something extra other than the batches. So you will get the concept, everything related to conceptual and practice and everything in the batch. But if we want to practice something more, if we want to prepare something beyond the IIBF expectation, then we will use the YouTube for that particular purpose. So be prepared for that. So around 50-55 lectures in the batch, then we will cover the YouTube. Uh, we will use the YouTube for some additional learnings for safer side if paper goes more wild than this time. Now, let's let's talk about as I hope that you guys are already aware that how much marks you need to score. You need 50. Have a target of 65 to 70 marks, and you will easily score 60 marks, and that's the safer side. Never plan this paper for the 50 marks. Always plan this particular paper for at least 70 marks because even the easy paper of the AFM will look difficult to you. Why? Because you don't have that commerce background. Got it? So now let's discuss one topic. Let's discuss how to make a journal entry. Okay. So I hope that screen is visible to you. Just a second. Now this is completely visible. Please confirm. Is everything is visible to you and nothing is going behind my screen? I have removed my face from the screen. This is called golden rule of accounting because this is a demo session. So let's use again. I'm saying whenever we go for the YouTube and that demo and everything, we will always try to learn something which is beneficial for us in the exam. So golden rule of accounting. In every attempt, the weightage of this topic is at least 3 marks. Plus, this is very helpful in scoring marks in other topics also. So in accounting, there are three types of or three classification of account. One is real account, another one is personal account, and third one is nominal account. Okay, what is real account? So remember all the assets. Now, sir, we are not even aware what is assets. Remember, asset is something which is useful in the business for a very long period of time. Like, for example, let's take the example of cricket, that Thala, Mr. Dhoni. purchased a bat. So that particular bat will be useful for him for a long period of time. He could at least play 5, 6, 8 matches, 10 matches, or 10, 20 matches by using that particular bat. So buying a cricket bat, that bat is an asset for Mr. Thala. Okay. Now, what is Mr. Thala? Mr. Thala himself is a person. So the person may be the natural person like you and me, or a person also covers the artificial person. Artificial person means corporates like Reliance, Tata, Infosys. So companies are also considered person in the eyes of law for the accounting purpose. Then what is nominal nature? So nominal nature means all the routine income and expenses of the business. Like you pay salary, you pay rent, you charges depreciation. All these things are considered as a nominal account. So anything related to routine activity is nominal. Anything related to asset is real account. And if a person is involved in that transaction, then that person becomes the personal account. Now, what is the rules? What are the golden rules? So whenever you see a asset, if asset is coming in the business, if you are buying a machinery, if you are buying a building, if you are receiving cash, if cash is coming into the business, if building is coming into the business, if machinery is coming, if you are buying some furniture, if you purchase some trademarks, if asset is coming into the business, we will debit that asset. Okay, we will take the examples also, don't worry. If asset is going out of the business, so I'm writing some examples here and we will make the journal entries related to that. First example is machine purchase, rupees 20 lakhs. So you purchased a machine for 20 lakh rupees. Machine is an asset. So machine is an asset and machine is a real account. Now, because machine is coming for the first example, machine is coming into the business, what we will do? Machine account debit to. What we will write in the credit side? See, when you purchase machine, obviously you are paying cash. So cash is going out. Obviously, cash is going out of your pocket, out of your business. As it says, if asset is going out of your business, we will credit it, cash account. So the journal entry of the first transaction, the use of the real account. Tell me if you have any doubt in your mind related to real account and how we created that journal entry. Please tell me, is this clear? Machine was also an asset. Cash was also an asset. When you purchase the machine, machine is coming into the business, we debited it. Cash is going out of the business, we credited. Is this clear? The first journal entry is clear to you. Please tell me. Keep responding. More you participate, more we will learn. Clear? Excellent. Now, let's talk about the second category of accounts, that is personal account. Now, personal account, debit the receiver and credit the giver. Let's have the example number two. Okay. And example number three. Ram received rupees 20,000. Ram received 20,000. Okay. So now if Ram is receiving, obviously you are paying. If, for example, if I say that you received 20,000, that means I am the payer and you are the receiver. Obviously, I have paid you in cash. Second entry. Ram is the receiver. So Ram account debit. As I told you that if there is a person involved and if he is receiving the money, we will debit it. Now what we will credit? When I pay cash to you, my cash is going out of the business. Now there are two accounts involved. You get that? Please understand it again. In this entry, this was also a real account and this one also a real account. But in the second entry, this is personal account and this is real account because when I pay to you in cash, my cash is going out of the business. And when a real asset goes out of the business, we will credit it. Tell me that second journal entry is clear to you. That second journal entry is clear. Now let's understand the third example and you have more clarity. Rupees 20,000 received from Raju. So I received 20,000. So my again now cash is coming into the business and who is the giver? Raju is the giver. So third journal entry, cash account debit. Why? Because cash is coming into the business and the rule of the real account tells us debit what comes in. So cash is coming in. So I debited it. See, comes in. In the previous one, cash is going out. In place of cash, if it says that paid by check, we will write the bank account. Bank account is also an asset account. Now, see, who was the giver? Raju was the giver, 20,000. So, it is a personal account. Credit the giver. In the previous one, debit the receiver. Tell me, the second and the third journal entry is clear to you. How it is created, is it okay? Tell me. Then let's talk about the nominal account. So nominal account is like all routine income and expenses of the business. Let's have the example number 4. Salary paid rupees 50,000. So salary is an expenditure and again obviously paid in cash. So salary is a expenses. Expenses are always debited. Salary account debit to cash account 50,000. This is a nominal account, and that is why in the nominal account it is an expenditure. That is why debited. This is again a real account because you are paying, so it is going out. Because it is going out, this is why we credited it. Let's have one more example for the income also. Interest rupees 10,000 received. So you received an interest of 10,000 rupees. So you received it. Obviously, cash account is debited. Why? Because it is a real account, and whenever money comes in, we debit it in the real account rule. Two, we received it from the interest. Interest income is a nominal income. This is a nominal account. The nature of the account is income. That's why we credited. Tell me the first five examples. Is this clear? If this is clear, if the concept is clear to you, believe me, now you can make any journal entry. Let's check it that you are able to do it or not. Sales of rupees 6 lakh in cash. Make a journal entry of it. Building of rupees 80 lakh through check. Thala pays 20 lakh for car purchase. Let's make these three entries. When you make sales, obviously you are receiving cash. That means cash is coming in the business. That's why we will debit it. Cash account debit. Making sales. Sales is a income. Income is a nominal account. And income is always credited. Please keep cross checking that you are making it correct or not. You purchase the building, building is again coming in. Whenever it comes in, asset comes in, we will debit it. Building account debit. Now you are paying through check. So in place of cash, we will use bank. Then Thala is paying. He is giver and we credit the giver. Car is coming. Car is an asset. It is coming in the business. That's why we will debit it. Car account debit to Thala account. Tell me. Please tell me that this is clear. This is okay? Now, if this is okay, let me ask few questions from you. Tell me. First question in front of you. With every question, we will learn few things also. First, always remember that trade discount is not recorded in the books of account. Trade discount is not recorded. That means purchased an equipment. So first of all, this is very clear that equipment is coming in the business because you purchased it. When it is coming in, you will debit it. Now, at what amount you will debit it? Remember that the price was 1 lakh, but 5% discount we will not record. That will make its value 95,000. So we will make the journal entry by 95,000 rupees. Okay. So this option is cancelled. Now there is a GST also. So 18% of 95,000. Calculate it. 17,100. So the GST amount is incorrect in the option D. Now, because GST is also received, you are as a businessman, you are paying the GST or receiving the GST. You are paying the GST because you are purchasing this. So when you pay GST, it is an expenditure for you. When you pay GST, it is an expenses for you, and expenses are debited. So equipment debited by 95,000. GST is debited by 17,100 and you obviously paid it by the check, so bank account is credited because when you are paying, bank is paying and credit the giver. Remember, bank account is always a personal account. Even in the personal account category, it is a representative. We will study that in detail, don't worry. Representative personal account. That is clear. Tell me the answer is A. Answer will be A. That will be our pattern of discussion. Whenever we get the chance, we will practice some relevant questions also in the class. And after a concept, we will try to learn that through some questions. That second type of question is in a double entry, every debit must have a corresponding credit. You remember we made the journal entries, and in every journal entry, there is a debit and there is a credit also. So assertion is correct. Now think about the reason. that the dual aspect principles governs the balance sheet format, not the journal entry. But this is not correct. Journal entry is also based on the two side, that is, one is debit side and another one is credit side. So reason is wrong. So assertion is true, but reason is false. So the answer will be C. C is the correct answer. Third, there are four statements related to rules of making the journal entries. Now, all real account follow debit what comes in, credit what goes out. This is a correct statement. So in our answer, one should be there. How to answer these type of questions? See, learn that. In our answer, one should be there. So D is out of the consideration because one is not there in the D option. Second one is nominal accounts are closed at the end of the year by transferring. Remember, all the income and expenses are recorded in the P&L. So point B is also correct. So B, point number two should be there in the answer. So B is also out of the equation. Now A and C. So in A and C, only fourth statement is creating difference. So we will jump directly to the fourth one. If fourth one is correct, our answer will be C. If fourth one is wrong, our answer will be A. So that will save your time in the exam. You need not to apply your mind for the point number three. That's how you can save the time in exam in these type of questions. Journal entry must always affect at least three accounts. No, this is a wrong statement. Only two accounts are affected. Okay, one is debit, another one is credit. So every time there should be three accounts. This is not a correct statement. So A will become our correct answer. Got it? Any doubt in the first three questions? Then the fourth category of question, there is a small statement, looks like a case study to you. So small statement, Mr. Sharma started a business by depositing 5 lakh into the business. Furniture of 50,000 he bought. He paid salaries of 20,000 and sold the goods of 40,000 for 75,000 in cash. So the cost of the goods was 40,000, but he sold it for 75,000. Which one of the following is an incorrect journal entry? So there are some transactions given in the case. Now it's asking that which journal entry is wrong. So learn that one point here. Whenever you start business, whenever you start the business, the cash brought into the business or cash brought through the bank account always pass a journal entry because who is receiving that money? When you deposit that 5 lakh rupees in the bank, bank becomes the receiver. And I just told you that bank is a personal account. So debit the receiver and it is invested in the capital from the for starting of the business. When you start your business, that investment is called capital. So bank account debit to capital account, that's the journal entry. So the first journal entry is correct. This is not incorrect. This is the correct journal entry. Then he purchased the furniture. So furniture is a real account. It is coming into the business when you buy it. So furniture account debit to bank. This is also a correct journal entry because furniture is coming into the business and you are paying that 50,000 rupees. Then you paid salaries 20,000. So salary is a expenditure. Salary is debited. But when you make sales, sales is a income. So this is incorrect statement. Sales is income and income should be credited. The correct entry should be cash account debit to sales. This should be the correct entry. So incorrect one is option D. Now, the basic concept, which one best explain why journal entries must follow the rule of debit and credit? Why every transaction is debited and another side is credit? Why this is there? Why this type of system is created? It is created so that books can be balanced at the end of the year. When you record a single transaction in two sides, it actually cross verifies itself that transaction is correctly recorded, and it maintains the integrity of accounting equation. So a transaction is recorded in the debit as well as in the credit because at the end of the year we need to balance our books of accounts. That's why the rule of debit and credit is there. Tell me, any doubt, any query? Nominal accounts we have to close. Nominal accounts we have to close because at the end of the year we have to identify profit and loss. To identify the profit and loss because every nominal account belongs to your routine business, and end result of those all routine income and expenditure will be your profit and loss, so we have to close it. Tell me, any doubt, any query, anything in your mind? So this is our demo session. We try to utilize it in an effective way, try to learn the how to make the journal entries. Related to journal entries, we will also discuss in the regular batch also, which we are starting from tomorrow, and we'll learn some basics from tomorrow. So don't delay it. If you are already enrolled in the batch, it's fantastic. Okay. And if uh, you have not yet joined it, you can join the complete set of uh, Oliveboard team through the JAIIB Super Elite plan. You can go through the PDY code and you can enroll yourself through the master batches also. So that master batch, you can go through the English medium batch. In the paid batch, I will remain available in the English medium also and in the bilingual also. So at the both places you will have me. Okay. Same. If you want to cover everything related to AFM, you can join me through the master batches. Language choice will be yours. You are comfortable in which language, that is something which is important. So thank you guys. Thank you very much. I hope that you enjoyed this today's session. Have learned some making of a journal entry and everything. If you have anything, any doubt in your mind, feel free to ask. Mr. Pradeep, in English YouTube sessions, whenever we discuss something which is in addition to our syllabus, which I told you that we will be discussing some topics which is very relevant. So YouTube session will be in a single language. But obviously, if you guys from the English medium batch will join that YouTube session, obviously I will use more part of the English there. But yes, there will be a mixture of the language. YouTube sessions will be available in bilingual only, not in English medium. So we are not like that a major portion of our syllabus will be covered on the YouTube. No, it is not like that. Only five to six those type of topics which require a lot of time in the paid batches. And I personally believe that giving that much time in the paid batches to those topics is not a smart way of doing things. That's why those topics, because they are in addition topic, they are not uh, directly part of your syllabus, but to just cover the contingencies from the IIBF behalf. So obviously, if you join those YouTube sessions, we will use English as a part of discussion, more little more part of that discussion. Okay. So thank you guys. Thank you very much. I hope that you liked the session. And if you are watching that on the YouTube, do hit the like button and also subscribe the channel. Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll meet from tomorrow in the batches. We'll start from the very first chapter, from the basics we will start. That golden rules will be part of the discussion again after at least 1 day. We'll practice some more journal entries, some more complex journal entries we'll try to make there. Okay. So thank you guys. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Have a great day. Thank you.